guys, Mega Gig back with another video. We're going to be attempting the dungeon for the Wrath of the Waste set. And what you're going to need is the Wrath of the Waste set, of course. And this dungeon is super hard. I've been trying it all day. And I don't know why I care anymore. But we are going to try it still. You're going to need to come to Act 5, Pandemonium Fortress Level 1. And then it brings you here. You just take this little path. And of course you're going to have rend because of the objectives. You have to rend 10 different enemies at once, 5 different times, and then you also have to not take any physical damage during the duration of the dungeon. That's the hardest part. And I actually completed it earlier, but I wasn't able to kill all the enemies within the time limit because there was one hiding somewhere around the corner. But yeah, I'm bringing Leap for the stun and a little bit of mobility, and then Ground Stomp for the pull in and stun as well. And so you will see them in action here in just a second. So you want to run around and pull enemies in and rend them, and then try not to take damage, and rinse and repeat. And apparently we took damage. So you can go reset the dungeon, or you can just take fatal damage really fast and reset the dungeon like that. I didn't see where we got hit, but apparently we got hit. Looks like 10 enemies there. Sure there is. Of course, I'm using illusory boots. Are you kidding me? What hit me? I'm using illusory boots in the cube so I can run through walls, the Waller's walls. And then if you have an Engiome, I would also recommend that for the cooldown reduction. Just as before. And so yeah, the most difficult part of this is not taking physical damage. And that time, again, I keep getting hit. And I'm not really sure how. Come on, hurry up and kill me so I can restart. It'll kill me faster. Kill me faster. The one time in Diablo when you want to die. Alright, let's try again. I normally come this way first to the right path. I'm not even sure what hit me. So we'll restart one more time. Each time you restart, it heals you back to full health. You don't actually die, so no biggie. And we only got 7 enemies there, unfortunately. And there aren't enough enemies in here to do this. If you don't have a lot of enemies in this area, chances are you're not even going to have enough enemies in the entire dungeon. I've had that happen before. Well, there's enough enemies, but there aren't enough enemies in close proximity to complete this. So it is still kind of RNG when things spawn. You do kind of have to be wary of that. Alright, there's the first part. Number 2. I don't know if there's 10 enemies here. Apparently there were, but I took damage. These guys right here you have to be super careful of, because you can be behind them and they swing and you still die. Alright, let's try one final time. And those Wallers is precisely why we have the illusory boots in the cube. Alright, there is one. We'll run up this way. A lot of times there's a big group up here. There's two. You have to be super careful not to get hit by these axes because they do physical damage. There's three. There's four. And then the problem becomes finding and killing all the enemies before the timer runs out. Alright, there's five. So now all we need to do is whirlwind around and kill all the enemies without taking damage. Sounds easy enough, but killing the enemies isn't the hard part. Now it's making sure you find all the enemies. And not getting hit by those. So let's make sure we don't leave any enemies behind. We don't want to have to backtrack. And one ran over there. Have to be very careful of those swinging axes. They do physical damage. Be double checking and make sure you don't leave any enemies behind, because they will get lost and you'll never find them. Ever. There's one right over there, a couple right over there that we'll go to once we get through here. Our tornadoes should take that one out, and our tornadoes should take that one out. And I actually have made quite a few video attempts on this, and I said I was going to stop after the last one because I completed it, but I ran out of time. But I'm glad I tried it one more time because I did complete it finally. So there it is, guys. I do recommend the leap death from above rune for the stun, and then the ground stomp wrenching smash for the stun and the pull in as well. You're going to want to be using this more than leap because leap does do damage and you can end up killing enemies before you get them stunned. But that's basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and a comment down below and subscribe if you want to see more. I do hope you enjoyed this video because this video took a surprisingly amount of time and tries to make and get it done. And if you guys try this, and get it on the first try, let me know in the comments and I will give you a huge like, and I will pin your comment to the top of the video and I'll give it a heart. I'll do everything. So if you got it on the first try, let me know, and be honest because I probably won't believe you. So but that is the guide. We'll go over again illusory boots in the cube. You're definitely going to need rend. And I'm using Rend Ravage because that rune extends the well, let's get out of here so it'll let me bring it up. Ravage, it increases the range of Rend to 18 yards, so it rends out further. And then of course Ground Stomp brings enemies in, and then Leap Death from Above also stuns enemies. And all you need is the Wrath of the Waste set. You can use anything you can with cooldown. I actually wasn't using my Gogok of Swiftness because we're not whirlwinding a lot, and it wouldn't help a whole lot. But if you have an Ingeome to put in the weapon slot, I would more than recommend to do that, and anything else you can do for cooldown reduction so you can be ground stomping more and more. If you guys enjoyed the video, again, leave a like and a comment, and more good stuff to come. Take care, guys.